Space, the final setting. These are the adventures of the ferocious shrimp. To explore strange, new, generated planets. To encounter new life or civilizations and mess with them. To boldly go to hexes where no character has gone before. Space opera is certainly about space adventures. But there always comes a time when the characters must descend to the surface of a world. And when it is one that they don't know, they should first examine it from afar to avoid some levels of nastiness. To give a full view of a world, some science fiction games have used different and specific types of planet surface maps. The challenge being, of course, for all of them, to produce a usable 2D projection of a credible 3D world. Among them, my favorite style has always been the icosahedral projection used for the Traveler game maps. This map style seems to have originated from the Journal of the Traveler's Aid Society periodical wrappers, and was later published as an official game form in Classic Traveler Supplement 12, Forms and Charts. I did find the idea of using what is essentially a D20 shape absolutely brilliant, as it is probably the more intuitive, approximate representation of a globe that is still usable in a game. And the possibility to map it on a 3D volume was simply irresistible. It can easily be done with papers and scissors, which is fun, but cumbersome. After some times, I turned to 3D digital format using SketchUp when it was not yet a subscription cash cow. Still, the ultimate goal of stretching those maps on a globe eluded me. Indeed, how could I map an icosahedral map on a 3D sphere? I did try and failed miserably, either using a projection transformation from icosahedral to plaque carry. Don't ask. Or trying to wing it by distorting lines depending on latitude. Also don't ask, but to no avail. And even if I had been successful, what could I have used as a viewer? But then AI and vibe coding appeared, and with the help of Claude, here is the result. This is a 3D viewer for icosahedral style maps inspired by Traveler game maps, but which can be used with any science fiction game, of course. For me, it will be either Traveler, Space Opera, Star Frontiers, Alternity, or Star Ace Scenarios, blended into the living galaxy setting. You could even make a map of your fantasy world, if you want to take the definition of hex scroll to a new Planetary level. The viewer is a PWA app that you can use in your browser or save to your device, computer, tablet, or phone. Whilst the projection is far from perfect, it is close enough, I think, for gaming needs. One of the more fascinating icosahedral maps I have ever seen was published in Space Gamer issue 40 from June 1981 in an article about the sky cycle for novels written by Jack Vance. I found this mix of 3D rendering and sketched map absolutely irresistible. Turning this kind of sketched maps into globes feels like sketching in 3D, which it is, in a way. If you want to sketch your own icosahedral maps, either digitally or by drawing and scanning them, you'll find in the description a link to 2D empty maps. They display different numbers of hexes per triangle side from 1 to 20. You can use them as in the present Traveler game, where one hex represents roughly 1,000 kilometers. Or, alternatively, you can use just one map with a set number of hexes, 10 for example, having one hex representing a different distance, depending on the planet scale. This, by the way, was the original way to use the icosahedral map. The form in Supplement 12 from Classic Traveler used a fixed 7 hexes per triangle side. Having quite large hexes gives optimum readability, but feels less intuitive than having always one hex representing the same distance. Your choice. To simplify the generation of planetary maps to fill a whole universe, you could use Worldographer, a mapping application which can natively produce icosahedral planet maps at all size, and in the different styles which are available. The paid version opens more possibilities, but the free version can be enough depending on your needs. Now that you have your maps, you can then send the map file to your players, and they can examine in detail the planet in the app, discuss their actions, and plan thoroughly before disembarking, and then, generally, make a complete mess of the situation without any reference to their original plans. But hey, this is what role-playing is about.